Hi everyone. My presentation is going to be a little bit more niche about why you must love your levers. So, who am I? My name is Sofia Broberger. Sound British, but I'm Swedish. I'm an IT recruiter, and my focus is basically on sourcing, on finding candidates and approaching them and getting them into the company. So not so much posting and praying, but actually actively looking for the candidates. And I'm currently at Bonnier Broadcasting, which people go, what's that? It's TV4, it's C More, it's Köket.se, it's Fotbollskanalen, and it's Woo, more commonly known. And I thought I'd tell you a little bit, about the story of Bonnier Broadcasting, or more the story of the tech department of Bonnier Broadcasting, because that's my little world. So we had TV4. Everybody knows, everybody lives in Sweden, know what TV4 is. Very strong band. We got C More. A lot of people know what it is. They've heard about it. They might not be users, but they've heard about it. And then in 2016, so about 2 years ago, these two merged into one company and became what is called Bonnier Broadcasting. So then we have this issue. Bonnier Broadcasting, who? I started working at Bonnier Broadcasting approximately a year and a half ago, in March last year. So I was then basically representing Bonnier Broadcasting. A lot of people working there were still kind of saying, I work for TV4, and not in the mindset of Bonnier Broadcasting. But I'm the Bonnier Broadcasting person. So what they did, they merged the companies and decided to bring home all the development. C More's development was done externally with consultants. So they brought it home, put that together with the TV4 IT department, who was largely consisting of consultants as well. So we started a journey of replacing all the consultants with employees. So partly to do that, in 2017, approximately a year after the merge, they launched a career site. And it was about the same time that I started working at the company. So I was basically given a career site. Here you go, here's a new career site. So, basically the career site should contain all your open positions, company culture, a bit about that, benefits of working for the company, and testimonials of the people working there, generally. And our website had all this, or our career site had all this. So nothing really wrong with it. A lot better than there was before, because before there was nothing, and a career site. But to me, as an IT recruiter, trying to recruit developers, there was one issue. It was basically too generic. It was a website about Bonnier Broadcasting as a media company. Come work for us, we do all this, and you know, we are TV4 kind of thing. So nothing really in there to kind of entice a developer, telling them about our streaming services, telling them about the interesting technology that we use and why they should be working for us. So I was thinking, how can I can't see my presentation, how can I solve this? And my thought was, well, there is a blog. The tech department had a blog that had been lying dormant for quite a while. There was somebody posting every once in a while. But I thought we can use this to our advantage. So I took it upon myself to create a new blog that was a bit of a more modern layout with information, about the tech department, because there wasn't the space or time or money to redo the newly launched career site. So I thought we'll do a little mini career site. So our blog contains blog posts, both like technical about this is the technology we use, we just launched this, we're doing that, or about the fact that we do mob programming, or like general posts that we're going to have a meetup. So a bit of mix of posts. We have job postings on the blog, but they're not the kind of focal point. It's not apply here, because it is a blog, or it's a career site disguised as a blog. Because the reason for me is the reason for using it is showing what we do, exposing the tech department to the outside world. And obviously, then if they see a job running by, at the bottom, they might apply or they might contact us somehow. We have interviews on the website, the testimonial site with it. We have interviews with newly hires. I interview them when they've been working for the company a little while, so not like the first day, because they have nothing really to say. We interview team managers to kind of go, tell me about your team. This is something we need to do a bit more than we have been doing. And we also interview our alumni. Do everybody know what an alumni is? Yes. Generally, somebody who left university, but I use the term, of people who have left the company. So, what are our alumni interviews? Basically, an alumni is someone who worked for us before, but moved on to new challenges. And we interview them, or I interview them, approximately 6 months after they left the company. So I want to find out a bit about, that I want them to have moved to the new place, have worked there, and kind of have something to say about this new job as well. And this is not to be confused or mixed up with the so-called exit interviews that you do asking why somebody's leaving the company. This is more a check back to see what have you been doing the last 6 months. So what do we ask, or what do I ask these alumni? And the kind of what I want to get at with my questions is obviously to kind of show that the new job that you have today, you wouldn't have that if you hadn't worked for us first. So you need to kind of work for us to get the job this person has today. So I'll ask them, you used to work for us as a front-end developer, and now you're working that at another company. What do you do there? So how did you perceive time with us? What did you learn from us that you find useful in your current position? So again, going back to what they did with us, how can they use it where they are now? So they need to work for us before they move on to the next place. And what of these experiences with us have you found most useful in your current position? And do you have a favorite memory with us? And this is kind of one of my, in terms of us, because we are a media company, the memories that people have with us. And if I talk to people working, it's like, yeah, I remember once I walked in the corridor, there was a miniature horse coming. They have great memories of meeting miniature horses in the corridors, because only with us you can do that. And also, what are your greatest piece of advice to somebody who wants to have the position that you have today? What do they need to do? What courses they need to take? What do they need to do to move who are? And obviously, the kind of undertext for me is you need to work with us first. Then you can move on to whatever. For example, our data manager moved on to Spotify. Everybody wants to work at Spotify, but you need to work with us first. So that's the questions. And obviously, what do you miss most about us? Everybody misses us. And again, I mentioned it a bit earlier, but the purpose for me for doing this is transparency. We're not hiding the fact that people leave the company. Everybody knows that people, they say that people stay like approximately 2 years. You shouldn't count on somebody staying longer than 2 years. So we're not hiding the fact that people are actually leaving the company. And it's honesty. They no longer work for us. They don't have to say nice things about us, but they still do. And they still agree to be on our blog and expose themselves as an advocate for our company. And credibility. Obviously I interview people working for us, but they kind of, again, have to be nice, have to say good things about us, but these people don't. So it gives a credibility to what they're saying. And as I mentioned, the career development. Come work with us and you can move on to even bigger and greater things once you've worked with us. So this is currently on our tech department's blog. But what's next? So this was like my idea, my initiative. I just decided to we're going to do this and see how it goes. And on our blog, the alumni interviews are one of the most visited pages. People go and see that more than the other type of blog posts. So what we're doing next is, we are launching this in the autumn on our big careers page. That's for the whole of Bonnier Broadcasting. So we're going to start doing the alumni interviews, not only with our developers, but anyone. It could be somebody working for the legal department, economy department, whatever, anything. So that's the plan to do next. And if you're curious and having a look, you can go to these. Look, we have the blog is utveckling.bonnierbroadcasting.com. We have a career site on job.bonnierbroadcasting.com. And you have my website, where you can see me and read my own blog posts about various topics. Thank you very much. Any questions? Yes.
I understand that you make the interview cards, but for the rest, I can both see HR department, I can see marketing department, I can see IT department involved in the blog.
No, it's me.
It's only you.
Me. My idea, I do it. I'm the only recruiter in-house. I am the recruitment department. All the marketing department, they're kind of busy with all of our content, with our programs and doing that. So it's me.
Your house.
Yes. My idea, I did it. I even did the WordPress programming myself. So it's me.
But do you create technical content as well?
Sorry?
For the tech blog, do you create
No. Then I go and hunt the developers and hit them until they write something for me. Pretty much. Well, obviously, our CTO, I will help them. I will ask him for help if I really need it to happen. And we need to do more of this. So we had a strategy day for the whole of the IT department, where I gave them my strategy, talked about the blog, because not everybody in the whole department were that aware of it. And so for the autumn, we are creating a more awareness for this and how we use it for recruitment. So I think we will be creating more blog posts after the summer, because I have more people on board now when I've given them the strategy and how we use it.
When you reach out to candidates, how much do you use these interviews and alumni interviews?
If it's a position that's relevant for a specific interview, I will send them the link. Or generally I'll refer them to the blog. If I'm recruiting for, which I am all the time, the tech, I much rather refer them to our tech blog than to the career site. Because like I said, career site's good if you want to do anything but tech at Bonnier Broadcasting. But if you want to do tech, it's a bit too generic and not so much. Because, developers want to know about what technologies are we using, how are we doing it, and what cool stuff are we doing. And if you put that on the general career site, you might scare away the non-tech people. So you kind of need to have them a bit separate.
Have you recruited back someone through the alumni?
Not yet. I've only been working there, approximately a year, so it hasn't happened in my time, and not for that. But obviously, you can use your alumni a lot more in keeping in touch with them. Doing this is a way of keeping in touch. So it's, if you look at it in long term, we could build on this and expand on this and do it a lot more. Like I said, it's only me who's doing it, and I'm doing all of the other stuff as well. So trying to work on it.
How do you get the people to see the blog? Like to market it in certain places?
We will, obviously I'll share it on LinkedIn, always. And the people being interviewed, they share it. So that's good, so it's being shared in everyone's network. I will ask the team to share it in their networks where that might be. I'm going to do more of it in the autumn. This is something that I created within, we launched it, can't remember, sometime during the autumn, but it's only, like I said, it's just me doing it. So we're looking at more. I want to use a developer to SEO the blog and get more people on board. So it's still a work in progress, but I want to do a lot more with it.
Has there been any criticism or internal lobbying that you?
Not yet. Well, I just did it basically because I could do it myself. I could do the WordPress site myself, so it didn't cost any money, just my time. So I couldn't be asked to ask for permission. I just did it. And then again, the alumni is just my idea, just did it. And now people have picked up on it and they want to take it on to the whole full career site for the full website, for the full company. So it's just, I just do what I feel like. Don't want to wait for permission, I just do. Anything else?
Conversion. Have you been tracking it and how's it been?
I need to track it more. What I know, like I said, if you look at the different posts on our blog, the most visited posts are the alumni interviews. Anything else?
Can you apply for a job from the blog?
Yes. It's not much like here are our jobs, but they run at the bottom. Yeah, it's like a spinning wheel with keep coming. Like I said, it's obviously for recruitment, but I didn't want it to be a career site because I don't want it to be like, come and see our career site. It's more, I want the people visiting the blog to get something out of it, and I want them to look, oh, that's a cool company. I might want to work for them one day, and when they're ready, they'll come to us. So it shouldn't be jobs in their face because then they won't look at the rest of the content. Or at least that's my thoughts on it.